Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? This is Con Ulrich, and welcome to Company of Heroes 2 Fight Night. This is my actually, let me try this again. I've been a long time admirer of this game, the first one and the second one, and I thought it'd be a little bit kind of fun to switch things up a little bit and show you guys a little bit of, let's say, some replays. Let's go with that. So, excuse me, spawning up in the north, we have two Brit players. We have the forces of Let Me Slow Down, or Let Me Down Slow, excuse me. In yellow trunks, and the blue trunks we have Joris over here, WWU. And in the south, Taylor Swift has graced us with her presence. She is wearing the purple trunks, and with Taylor over here is Hi, I'm Paul. Paul, if you've watched a lot of replays, Paul is a very, very prolific replay poster. You can often catch his games on other channels such as like Magpie 842 or Tightrope Gaming. He's a lot of people. He's a great player to watch. You can learn a lot while watching him. And even as we look at it right now, we see things opening up between a Kubel wagon and a British infantry section. Kind of interesting to look at this kind of group going back and forth because we have two Brits, like I said before, and we also have a steady Wehrmacht. So if you played the first game, you kind of know how their force composition looks. And you have OKW, and I met OKW, or Oberkommando is definitely something I enjoy playing myself. A very, very interesting faction, and definitely something that needs to be taken into account.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
I'm gonna look at these guys and focus on these guys instead. As you can see, the opening part of this game is really kind of setting up the usual way, except we have an interesting trench going down over here to protect the eastern side.
Infantry section is ready for battle.
My guess is that this machine gun's going to shift into this trench right here and dominate most of this area, especially dominating this strategic point right here. And the same kind of way, looks like the OKW might be trying to shift over here on the western side. This house right here is definitely a strong garrison. And you see these people kind of, there's a standard way to move, opening up with these kind of things. I will note that Taylor Swift has decided to go for a really, really early sniper, which would definitely be useful, although at the same time, you have to be, high, lots of micro. Then again, with how, small their forces actually seem to be, with only, a machine gunner and a sniper right now, so we definitely have the opportunity to have the
command post is
micro.
Finished and ready for use.
This says we already have a very, very quick platoon command post coming up over here, which means that we have the opportunity to see engineers as well as snipers, and as you can see, anti-tank guns. Very quick tech up to tier 2, and the first 25-pound howitzer looks like over here. And as the map begins to open up, just basically looking at the Brits, the German Reich over here seems to be kind of okay with that. We already have one squad falling back. We also have a machine gun up to support with a red gun. A little bit of disconcerting, I have to note, just for the German players. And actually, give me a second to put on the sound a little bit. Alright, see if that works a little bit better for you guys. Forgive me for getting part that was a little bit too loud. But yes, we have a universal Bren carrier coming out over here, and which will definitely give the British forces a lot of mobility, which will definitely be needed as we move forward along. Unfortunately, it looks like the German players have been forced back, and I'll show you that on the tactical map in just a second. It just looks like they're getting dominated. It might be to a certain degree because Taylor Swift doesn't have a lot of squads in play, and it looks like, well, the mobility advantage is definitely in the British favor. Taking a look at the map right now, the first part of this round is definitely not going well. The Germans, however, looks like they're sliding over here to the right-hand side. My guess is they did a really, really quick retreat because of that machine gun that's over there. But the Germans are already suffering under a cutoff, so this western field, if you can see over here in the corner, is definitely not going well for them. I will note, I'm not entirely sure why the Brits are throwing down a trench right here. It'd be great, okay, good.
Our forward position has been destroyed.
It would definitely be good for kind of holding that down, but same thing. It's very, very difficult to hold this position. It's really, really exposed, so you can definitely get around to the left and right.
Trained.
But it looks like they're bringing up a sniper to kind of counteract that German sniper. So you see, of course, they have this, like this SAS kind of armor-piercing sniper. He's carrying a Boy's anti-tank rifle, which, if you look at history at all, was pretty much outdated when it's really we're concerned about this particular part of the war. But we'll definitely ace a few infantry guys here or there because hey, who can't stop a 20mm round? Excuse me. Actually, I guess it would only affect about 9mm. Neither here nor there. It looks like the Bren carrier and the Kubel wagon are going to duke it out a little bit. Obviously, the Kubel wagon's going to do a smart play and kind of back up. But I guess maybe that's just bring the Rocket in here to kind of back up these infantry forces. Not going to be doing a whole lot up against the infantry sections themselves, but hey, maybe that's not really what they're going for at the moment. But that's okay, because in the meantime, The Germans are over here planning a Schumann in the middle, which will definitely be a rude surprise for these two sets of infantry squads coming up. However, one thing they do have to watch out for is this, and like we see right there, we see 3 models drop. They kind of wander into the Schumann. Oof, that just kind of hurt a little bit.
Armored car construction can be ordered.
And looks like we continue to have more mines coming out. Taylor Swift planning down some mines. Looks like they've definitely made up for their lack of kind of troops coming in the first place, and giving the Germans a definite advantage in terms of raw numbers.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
And interesting enough, we have a slight bit of a respite. This western strategic point is not being capped. This one as well is also completely and totally out of use. But interestingly enough, it looks like the German players are able to kind of slide over here and decap this fuel, which will definitely pay dividends for them later on. Then again, with these 5 Tommies over here, we definitely could see a counterplay moving over here to the eastern side. What I am interested to see, what do we have here? We still have a couple wagon, definitely very much still infantry-centric play. I'll be interested to see if, what tier 2? Okay, he's got his battle group headquarters down, so he's not going for light vehicles, he's going for the healing instead, which is probably a good play at the moment. And we'll give an opportunity to give this infrared searchlight, which you will see a lot more in 2v2, kind of like a much bigger plays, a lot more player-involved maps. And as we can see here, looks like the Germans are trying to make a push back over here to take this western part of the field, and definitely is looks like it's going to go pretty well for them, especially the incendiary grenade in the trench. I'm not entirely sure why let me down slow decide to go into that trench. He's definitely taking a lot of HP damage. He's dropping models like crazy. And there goes a squad wipe, and the Brits take the first real loss of the game.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
I will say, if I were the Brits, I probably would back up a little bit. They are definitely outmatched a great deal. Outgunned, overmatched, completely and totally need to back up a little bit. And we go into it looks like the second round of this entire map. And as not unexpected, the Germans are definitely losing a lot of points right now, 500 to 295.
Our capture point.
Also worth noting, looks like the Germans managed to connect this armor point over here to the right-hand side. Oh, looks like they took out the Vickers machine gun as well, so that'll be great for them. And then they are wisely falling back in the face of this AEC that comes out. I will note that this is not the new May patch. This is in the last days. Ooh, they dropped that Vickers right back. But this is the last days of the April patch. There's a May patch come out with new balance changes to everything.
We're losing a capture point.
And I cannot honestly tell you
squad trained and ready to go.
Precisely how well this is going to go for them. I do know that the Vickers might be taking a little bit of changes, but I wouldn't necessarily take that to the bank and cash it. Shift back over here. Looks like Let Me Down Slow has decided to drop a mortar emplacement in a really strong position. If you look at the map real quick, this mortar position is going to dominate pretty much up to the midway point, and definitely dominate this right-hand side of this road, so definitely a good place to go. At the same time, it's still not exposed at all.
Enemy action has destroyed our forward position.
It will also kind of like really drive this wagon nuts, so definitely kind of take away a lot of the value it brings to this particular field. It does also look like the Brits are definitely pushing us back to a 50-50 map, even as the Germans managed to capture the central point in this map. I continue to be surprised that... Oh, look, okay, we have another truck coming in. Maybe this is an early play detected tier 4.
Is ready for orders.
Or, yes, okay, so the other truck coming in right now, my guess is it'll probably be a tier 4 map. A tier 4 play. Which cannot come too soon enough. I mean, if we're looking right now, the Germans may have a numerical advantage, but at the same time, they are definitely taking a lot of hits in that VP department. Down 492 to 372, the Germans definitely have some ground they need to make back up, especially with the Brits now looking like they're sliding back in over here to the middle again. But with Taylor Swift, he's upgrading those Grenadiers with MG34s? No, the light machine guns, the LMGs. I'll definitely wreck these Tommies out in the open field. And as things seem to take a quiet step for just a minute or two, we're going to take a quick step over here, check on the sniper, see how the sniper's doing. Backed up at the... Oh, this AEC, and this AEC goes down, hitting that mine that was placed about 3 minutes ago by those engineers, no, by the pioneers, excuse me. Excellent placed mine. Very well placed mine. Actually, surprised that got hit down. I thought that the Brits had definitely said that go down. But it appears not. In the meantime, this infantry section definitely forces away one of the LMG armed Grenadier squads, and it does not look like this other one's going to last very long either, especially with this Bren carrier with no LMG, infantry sections galore, and these Royal Engineers kind of coming up as well. Like I was saying, I was going to take a quick step back And we're going to kind of see what both sides are bringing to this particular map in terms of commanders. It looks like Let Me Down Slow has already decided to pick up the Advanced Emplacement Regiment, giving him a lot of opportunities to kind of bring down much stronger emplacements, as we already see a mortar pit, and he's already upgraded that as well with the improved fortification, giving it a lot more durable opportunity. And down here, Joris has picked up the Mobile Assault Regiment just because that land mattress continues to be pretty OP. You'll probably see a lot of play with that moving forward. Has he called one out yet? No, he has not. Then again, the way that thing looks right now, there's really not a lot of reason to. Oof. And now, Let Me Down Slow has decided to bring out a 40mm Bofors to kind of cover the center of the map, as well as to drop that indirect fire in a really, really big circle. It's going to be crazy for those Germans to try to get through there now. Taylor Swift, in the meantime, we're going to take a step back over here to see that their snipers unfortunately taking a little bit too much fire. Looks like he's got 9 kills going on. So really not quite paying for itself yet, but definitely probably giving conniptions to those poor Brits. However, you've got to watch out. With a little bit of damage, one unlucky mortar hit, and that thing's going to go down, and that will just not be a strong point for those unfortunate snipers out there. I see another squad wipe coming here off Taylor Swift. Grenadier checked. Oh, and yes, that Grenadier goes down. Unfortunately, that was kind of tends to happen. Well, there's one guy who's only got a pixel of health. Luckily, at the same time, was down to LMG, so that's actually pretty okay, I suppose.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
But while these Germans over here, let me actually turn this down to a little bit more because it's still a little bit loud for me in my earbuds here. So give me one more second. Let's go for that one. We get lots of fire down here. I apologize, guys. That's a little bit too loud for you. As you see these engineers pull back, we might see another squad wipe here, which very surprised me. Like, really surprising me how many wipes we might be getting. Ooh, when that engineer goes down while carrying the mine detecting equipment, which will definitely pay dividends for the mine using.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
We're going to see the Brand carrier. Oh, and the Brand carrier goes down as well. Good lord. It's just not going well for vehicles on this map.
Rocket artillery unit has been sent to the...
I was going to say, with all the mines going down, we definitely see a lot better opportunities for our German players. So definitely paying a lot of dividends going on with that right now. And as this Vickers machine gun starts to retreat
gun ready to do some damage
in the face of another LMG. Let's take a quick look to see what the Germans bring to the field. So Taylor Swift's bringing Elite Troops Doctrine, German Mechanized Doctrine, and a Jaeger Armor Doctrine. I have to admit, I don't play a lot of Wehrmacht as much as I should, so I could not tell you necessarily the strengths or weaknesses too much, but I will say that Jaeger Armor Doctrine is definitely really kind of great for the spotting scopes. So I'm probably going to see a lot more vehicle-based movement on T-Swift over here. But it doesn't look like they're really going to get there too quickly. It looks like right now, to take a quick look at the base, we have a Leichte Mechanized Company, which doesn't give you a whole lot of opportunity, just a half-track on a scout car. At this point, the scout car is definitely outmatched by a lot of stuff that's going on. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, these Germans are just trying to get rid of this trench, which might be a good play. So it wastes a little bit of time to kind of throw a Panther Shrek at this, which unfortunately misses. But even as they're doing that, the Brits continue to kind of tie up this western side of this map. Given their strong position with the Bofors, a trench right here that dominates a strategic point. The only thing to worry about the Schwerer Panzer headquarters, which I don't really like the placement really where it is on this map. If you take a look at the attack map, it can be sieged down pretty easily by a couple of anti-tank guns or the indirect fire from the Bofors. It might be just out of range on that, but it's pretty close. That might be something you need to watch for in the later game. All right, now with the map falling into a state of relative quiet, except for these... Oh, no, here comes those anti-tank guns. Come over here to siege down that Schwerer, looks like. Paul, in the meantime, as we're going to take a quick look, is bringing along the Scavenge Doctrine, as well as Breakthrough Tactics, Breakthrough Doctrine, as well as Elite Armored Doctrine. So we're definitely going to probably see a lot of armored play, and like I was afraid of, yes, the Schwerer Panzer headquarters is just out of range of these anti-tank guns. So it looks like these 6-pounders are going to dominate this thing moving forward here. Give me 1 second to get a quick little sip of beverage to wet my whistle. And Paul's taking body shots over here. Doesn't look like it's going to last too much longer. Looks like this thing's going to go down. It's going to take a great hit for him. An unfortunate hit nonetheless, but a large hit. But at least with this thing dropping down, it looks like he's going to get a little bit of use out of this. But it looks like the Obersoldaten now, he's got to call down a couple squads of them. Any second now. Are they not seeing right now? I was surprised not being used. Oh, and there it goes. There goes that 40 millimeter gun. Definitely a big issue as this infantry confrontation heats up over here in the middle. Good lord. Had a bunch of Tommies going on, as well as taking some like indirect fire from that mortar emplacement way the heck back there. And I'm actually surprised to see that is that both Brits being used in direct fire? Yes, suppressive bursts are coming in every now and again. That's really going to cause conniptions for those poor Germans. And it looks like this is coming in. Is this a land mattress strike coming in? No, not yet, because land mattress is just getting called in. What about now? Oof. But it's definitely hitting them pretty hard. Oh no, we have the land mattress in. That's what's going on right now. So that land mattress from Joris is wrecking this poor first aid station. And definitely knocking those Germans for a loop. Right now the Germans are down 489, 312, and it looks like that their troubles are not going to be ending anytime soon. Looks like at least they picked up that 6-pounder over here to the left-hand side. So who lost that? It looks like Joris lost that anti-tank gun, even as these Obersoldaten continue to get wrecked. This machine gun that kind of covers off all these strategic points. I will definitely be interested to see how the Germans react to this. I'm actually kind of surprised that Taylor Swift has not decided to bring in, okay, good. We have the Heavy Panzer Corps coming in, and it looks like he's picked up Jaeger Armored Doctrine, so we might even see something like the Elephant Tank Destroyer, which would be kind of awesome, because I always love seeing the Elephant. A very maligned German armored vehicle from back in the war. Incredibly powerful, but I think like 75 of them got placed in the entire war. Definitely was not utilized as well as it could have been. That thing's a beast, though. It's a self-propelled weapon that just wrecks things. And as you see over here, this infantry section kind of comes forward, and it looks like it's not helping them any. It looks like they fire 3 light machine guns, takes them down, and let these down slowly takes another hit. I might suggest that, honestly, without this central section right here with the forward, forward assembly point, as well as the suppressive burst coming out, good God. These things are honestly keeping him in this game. Yes, I'm aware of the fact that the Germans are down about 200 victory points right now, and it looks like they might be going down and under another double cap over here to the eastern side. These Thomas going to take this unmolested. But they definitely did switch something around over here, because right now things are just not going well for them.
Mattress crew trained and ready to go.
Another land mattress comes in too, so now, where's that last one?
Tell us where and when.
Okay, so these guys are right over here in the center. Not a whole lot of kills so far, but definitely have forced off an awful lot. And my guess is they fire, yep, and they took down the other battlefield HQ.
The Huns have 300 points at the moment.
So right now, this thing right here is basically controlling this entire map, which is kind of brutal for those poor Germans. And the question becomes, what are they bringing in this time? Okay, so another battlefield headquarters back over here to kind of heal everyone up. Definitely worthwhile, because without it, they're completely and totally screwed. But it does look like the Brits are going to take a 3-cap on this map, and they are only locking it down further. Another trench going back down over here after losing that one earlier in the game. This Vickers, I imagine, is going to jump right in there and dominate again. Oof, 2 trenches going down. Looks like they're really looking just to kind of sit down and hunker into this map. And I'd be really interested to see what these Germans are really going to have to do to kind of pull this back in. I don't know how much is going to happen here. We got sandbags as well to kind of cover things. We do see the 6-pounder kind of taking shots over here. I'm not entirely sure why they're firing at the destroyed battle group over here, but maybe misconstruing what they're doing. Oh, mechanized regiment headquarters. Okay, good. So it looks like Paul might finally be going for some light armored vehicles. Maybe a Panzer II Lux to kind of figure things out a little bit. And, oof, this is not going well, though. Oof, they didn't even see this. Oh, they still have the Rakettenwerfer. I did not even see this come down. Oof, so it looks like they're going to lose this as well. And that is just, that's a shot to the stomach.
Mechanized regimental HQ has been destroyed.
So yeah, things are just not going well. Oof, but it looks like instead we're coming back with our favorite buddy, Rakettenwerfer. Excuse me, Panzerwerfer, I'm sorry. I was thinking too much of the poor anti-tank gun. Rocking down on this Vickers, which definitely needs to happen right now. They definitely need to have a control someplace. So look at this map. Those Germans are just taking body shots left, right, and center, man. And with the Vickers are supported by AT fire and the emplacements, things look very, very grim for the German players. But the good thing, honestly, about being wrecked so much right now is that they can concentrate their forces pretty much wherever and dominate a minimal area. Unfortunately, with these things like the land mattress, we see a lot of counter battery fire, and I'd be very, very surprised. Oh, yeah, there goes one squad. Do we see another squad go down? Do we see the other squad go down? No, despite the fact that dirt fountains in every direction like a perverse fireworks display, only one squad goes down. And somehow, I am surprised to see that the Germans still have numerical superiority. I think, as honestly, like I said, these emplacements are really keeping these Brits going. As you can see right now, there's Mortar pitched up to 3 stars, got in a stronger defensive position. Was it time between barrages and creeping smoke barrage, which is pretty good in a kind of situational moment. Beaufort's not doing a whole lot just yet, but honestly doing a lot of area denial.
Enemy down to 200 points.
It's just as much an issue. And these Germans really have to get on their horse here, man.
A capture point is being
Yes.
overrun.
Stromtiger. Okay, so this thing's a lot of fun to watch. If you guys have ever watched a AVRE petard for the Allies, the Sturmtiger is basically the German version of that, and it's just so much fun to watch. It definitely is this massive, massive cannon, and there was not any tank in the war that I know of that could take its fire. You see him over here kind of threatening to fire, and every single time that this goes on, you really need to watch out, because it's pretty much a one-shot KO, no matter where you aim it. So it'd be really interested to see a rocket attack right over into this area right here. And with heat ammo as well, looks like we finally have the Elite Armored Doctrine coming in for Paul. And I am totally looking forward, of course it is, because it's Sturmtiger. I am really looking forward to having this come in here. Let's see if we can kind of get a nice line on this. I imagine it's going to be fire coming in right here, and the 6-pounder's not going to do like squat by comparison. Oh, we're getting for even worse for them. So, my friend, it comes to this. Surprisingly enough, the brace did an awful lot to stop that coming out, which is really, really quite frustrating, I imagine. You'll see it right now as well. The Sturmtiger has to go and reload, which is one of probably my favorite animations in the game. These guys just kind of trooping out of the AFV to kind of be like, okay guys, we'll kind of reload this, what was that, like a 25 kilogram shell. It was ridiculous. A massive beast of a thing. And for some reason, the land mattress is shelling its own troops. I know there were Germans right there, but meanwhile the troops are just retreating right back through it, and it's definitely not looking good for them right now. And looks like we have that Panzerwerfer still in play. It looks like he's maneuvering for another shot, so here we go. I imagine a slam into this group right here. Maybe, ooh, we're going to move the land mattress. Oh, no. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Oh, no, we're aiming back towards the... not a whole lot happened there. I will make no secret, I am definitely a pro-German player in the Co-2 world, just because, honestly, I love the way the units are set up often.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Let me down slow. Looks like they teched up all the way to pick up a fire flying back here with Tulip. Not entirely sure I agree with that necessarily. I know the Sturmtiger's in here, but it hasn't had a lot of effect just yet. You know, 4 kills, so yeah, definitely had some destruction, but I'm not entirely sure if that was maybe the best choice. If I could have been able to continue to go through with the 6-pound anti-tank gun and the Kettenwerfer 43. And here comes another strike. Are we going to see a squad wipe here? Oof. Really quite close. This 3-star timing could have gone down, but luckily for them, that is not the case. However, this Kettenwerfer over here... Oh, I had this backwards. This Pack 40 just got iced. And I do not see the Germans being able to recruit this.
Scout car.
Scout car, I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that one either. I think honestly it's a little bit too
Enemy is attempting to
under armored for this particular point in the game. Good lord, how'd this get so far? Oh, did I guess the Kettenwerfer? I keep saying Panzerwerfer. Shelled it? I don't know. We'll see. But right now, as you see, reloading is just happening right now. Two troops getting right back in here. So we got, what, 20 seconds to go? Okay, we got 20 seconds to go. Now the Germans look like they're finally going to take over here on this left-hand side. They definitely need to kind of get this get this left side of the map a little bit more control. They're definitely not so much pushed out of this game just yet. If you want to take a look at the way this map looks, yes, they control the fuel on the eastern side and the Allies control on the west. But I get the feeling that, honestly, with their desire, let's say, to utilize AFVs, they really need to back up a little bit more. And good lord, looks like we have Cromwell on here as well, so this armored car can be a little more and more weak. Oof. Brutal. Sturmtiger.
An infantry.
Ooh, and the crew is shocked. This Pack 40 looks like it's going to get a really, really easy kill, and looks like they put some fire on this Tulip as well. As land mattress shells come in, does not look like there's going to be a whole lot of real good happening there. It looks like maybe the Germans can actually claw back a little bit into this as well, even as the Brits come in to dominate the center position again. However, it does look like this Pack 40 is going to get iced one more time as these Thomas and Bren light machine guns kind of come through. That's okay though, we can recruit that pack gun. I will say unit preservation has not been particularly strong in this game so far. I think that's probably a function of all the indirect fires you might see from this area back here. And I'm really kind of wondering if Taylor Swift might be able to get a rocket attack on these 2 land mattresses. That could really change the course of this game. But even as they say that, it looks like the Axis are shelling this Firefly over here, and I'm a little concerned slightly for the Kettenwerfer as well as this Royal this Pack 40.
Infantry section is ready for battle.
Don't see it going too well with these Royal Engineers right here. Anything, and the Kettenwerfer, well, let's try again. The Panzer Pack 40 gun, will that go down? Yes, it will. That's unfortunate. And of course, then the Engineers wisely back away. Okay, so we have a Land Mattress shelling going out over here again to kind of completely and totally wreck this eastern side. What went down there looks like maybe a anti-tank gun, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an anti-tank gun that was over in this area.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Or, I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like once more we're going to reset the map back to a 50-50 draw. Ooh, and where's he firing? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, and he calls down that rocket barrage just a wee bit short. I think there's maybe they're expecting these Brits to fall back into the rocket barrage. I'm a little confused why he did not go a little bit further back over here, and it looks like Paul shares my concerns. Taking a quick look at these land mattresses again with 13 and 13. Both these land mattresses are either completely unlucky or totally lucky. And we definitely see the Germans might just barely be pulling their way back into this. Ooh, and here we go. We have the Elephant Heavy Tank Destroyer coming on in this as well, with the opportunity to kind of get these spotting scopes, which increase their line of sight whenever they're stopped. I'm pretty sure that this gets it as well. Yeah, that's right. All vehicles get that. Oh, you know better than that, man. And meanwhile, let us take a quick look over here and see the finish of the reloading mechanism happening over here on the Sturmtiger. With 9 kills to its name, it's just all infantry, I believe. No, buildings destroyed as well. So maybe took down a couple of, you know, lonely little... it's kind of funny. Lonely little, what do you call it? Trenches or something like that. Unfortunately, looks like this Kettenwerfer is going to get forced away as the Brits now are actually under a 2-cap. And it looks like we had a recon flight that's just getting wrecked. Oh no, the Stuka strike coming on in and just doesn't really get this off. Braced just in time. But those the Elephant Tank Destroyer might have something to say about that. Oof, but that little rise in the hill might get them a little bit of conniptions as well. I will say I am surprised to... Ooh, never mind. There we go. I was going to say I'm surprised to see this for Kettenwerfer. It's just so fearless. I'm not sure what I left it out here in the open. Definitely getting behind some shot blockers. Nothing else. I might have had a chance to survive. But the Sturmtiger decides to completely and totally wreck that guy's shite. The Brits, on the other hand, looks like they're not going to take this western cap going down too well. We have a couple of Pioneer squads. Ooh, an LMG Opus Soldat move in, but they are just getting owned by how many Brits we got going on over here. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of infantry, as well as 2 Vickers. Is that both Vickers? Was one of those captured? Yeah, no, both Vickers.
Under attack.
And definitely lock down this western side of the map. And looks like they just dropped that Pack 40 as well. So that's... Oh no, the 6-pounder went back to the Brits. That might be a problem for those German fighting vehicles. And definitely a concern to have moving forward. So yes, anyway, so we have 467 to 162. The Germans are again losing points, and the map is once more falling into that kind of awkward west-east line coming through. But looks like that Elephant is ready to come back in and level the playing field, if you know what I mean, or just level mountains everywhere. Land Mattress fire coming in. Oof, when they take out that Vickers. I never understood exactly why that Vickers just like completely atomized. Let's think about this for a second. As the Sturmtiger picks up its first set, oh, now we have the anti-infantry grenade launcher, which is pretty darn cool to see. It doesn't often get used, but the being a largely immobile vehicle weapons platform, it's definitely an issue for a lot of troops out there. Looks like a second Panzerwerfer is coming in. Is Valiant 30. Oof, no. 42, excuse me. The Elephant as well is taking a lot of fire. I don't know what's going on with this, but we definitely have more fire coming in right now. Oof. Does not do a whole lot. Catches just at the end of the brace structure, so maybe that might be enough to take out this Bofors. Maybe if they take out that Bofors, we might have more than enough to take and even the playing field. With the engine damage right over here too, we are definitely going to see this Elephant be slow as molasses, even slower than the real Elephant is. But even as that is happening, the Germans are trying to capture over on the western side, and a couple of anti-tank guns come up here, which might cause these Elephants a little bit more than a little bit of issues. Oof. Yeah, this might be bad. Yeah, I still don't see the reason why we brought this armored car onto the field. That seems a little bit kind of a silly idea. And as it gets pegged by 2 shots, it goes down. So, T-Swift over here taking a lot of fire and not really doing a whole lot with it. I am surprised also to see that Paul is not bringing another armored vehicle. But we also see more rockets coming in. Where they're coming in, they're going to take out these anti-tank weapons. And while this squad retreats, we might have just enough to force away these Tommies. Ooh. Another squad goes down. That's a problem, though. When this Sturmtiger starts to get vetted up, it is definitely a big deal. A huge deal. A mondo deal. And it looks like in the meantime, Let Me Down Slow realizes that he's getting himself another Firefly. I'm not sure this is really the right time to do it, especially with this elephant tank destroyer right here. I'm being supported by this Pack 40. I'm surprised to see this Pack 40 has not, with the tulips, pick up that elephant. And for some reason we have ourselves another stinking armored car. And the land mattress comes in and destroys my CPU processing speed and takes down that anti-tank gun as well. Definitely unfortunate. And T-Swift takes a body shot. That Sturmtiger at the same time? Let's see, he's moving. Where is that Sturmtiger? Well, he is reloading, which is good because we definitely have a lot more play going on over here. And in the meantime, looks like these Panzerwerfer are firing yet again. My guess is right around this area. I'm not sure if it's really the best idea to continue firing this area. It doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot here. Especially being right next to a forward assembly area, it's just going to constantly get repaired. It's going to constantly get repaired. But hey, you know what? You guys are better players than I am, so maybe they have a different idea going on over here. But yes, so the lineups for these guys starting to get a little bit slim here, and it looks like it's going to be even slimmer still as when this Panzerwerfer goes down. And Taylor Swift is left with just a couple of squads of grenadiers.
100 points remaining.
And Paul does not look much better. The Brits look a little bit better just because they have 2 AFVs going on, and we have a couple of replacements to kind of settle things down in that area as well. So Joris wants to get on the whole armored fighting vehicle as a play. Himself getting himself a Firefly. Both seems to be teched up to at least tier 3, if not tier 4, I believe. No, tier 3 at least. Maybe not tier 4 just yet. No, tier 4 it is. I'm sorry. So both guys definitely rocking that like howitzer area. And whenever they take fire, they're going to be doing some kind of battery fire right there, which is definitely going to be an issue. And where's this fire going? My guess is right back this area again.
An emplacement is being attacked.
This might finally. Ooh, did he finally wipe? He wiped the squad. There we go. So I maligned him a little bit. Maybe, just maybe, it'll be less of an issue. And a Königsdagger comes out. I missed that. How did I miss that? Good lord, this thing could shift the power balance by itself. This thing's a freaking beast, man. As that one Firefly already found out, the other Fireflies just don't go back. The crew is shocked. They are stunned by the monster that has just appeared on the battlefield. This King Tiger is an absolute crushing monster. Now, and it's the point with the Sturmtiger. You can see there's like one of those kind of like area denials to a certain degree. When you see a Sturmtiger move up, you want to back away, man. You want to back away, just like this armored car is backing away from this Firefly. On the negative side, the Fireflies with their tulip rockets are definitely a lot better against stationary targets. Be a big deal when those King Tiger comes up, as well as everything else. So these Royal Engineers are taking a little bit of a wee roast, or you prefer a Wehrmacht roast. And unfortunately, those crafts get fried a little bit, and it looks like they're probably going to get driven back to their forward command. Come on, back it up, dude. T-Swift, what you doing, man? Back it up. I don't care if you force those guys away. You can take land mattress fire any second. I can almost feel it. Thankfully, for their sake, did not take too much fire. And we see the Germans shifting up an anti-tank gun in the middle to kind of preempt any push by the Fireflies to flank their troops. And I'm not entirely sure it was a great idea to stick the anti-tank gun here, because now he's getting flanked. This Pack 40 is going to get roasted once more. And I don't even know that moving the King Tiger over here to the eastern side is going to be enough to kind of back everything off. Not much of a deal going on over here, and that's what it looks like right now. Looks like that tulip rockets here, the tulips I'm expecting. No tulips. I was wrong. Forgive me, guys. I was wrong on that one.
Reports coming in suggest the enemy is down to 75
But here comes
points.
precision barrage. and that's a problem. So we have the two crews being stunned, the engine itself is being wrecked, and even though this main gun is getting destroyed, ooh, there goes one of the Fireflies. Maybe I was wrong about this. This King Tiger is still taking fire. The Sturmtiger is here, and what do we see from the rocket barrage? Oof, hits absolutely nothing, completely whiffs, maybe picks up a model of infantry. And as my computer continues to quietly weep at the mass that's coming towards him, the Sturmtiger takes more fire from the Mattress, and these Fireflies are just not helping matters. Guys, could this be the spawn song? There goes the Sturmtiger. Which makes me a little bit sad because I love that thing too much, really, for its own good. And this armored car continues in my mind to be a bad idea. Oof. This does not look good, guys. This does not look good. And Paul apparently speaking out to his own idea of the quality of the troops going against them right now. It's tough luck, Paul. I definitely would have changed a couple of things myself, but unfortunately, that's how sometimes the cookie crumbles. Or if you prefer to say, "Chini too easy." That's maybe I would prefer to say. I don't know if that's what you prefer to say. I wouldn't say that myself. But it looks like the crowd's going to fall under a triple cap, and it looks like, guys, we are approaching the GG part of this game. If you have liked seeing this, it is my intent to bring out back some more of this. Is this a Stuka strike coming down? No, I imagine this is...
He's down to only 50 points.
Not Land Mattress either. What the heck's going to be firing right now? I don't know, but right now it does not look good. Oh, no, never mind, it wasn't fire. It was the fire from the British section in the back. But yes, guys, if you look at this map, it does not look good for our fearless German players. We see both sides this crushing vice coming on, and it looks kind of like a battle of the bulge, if you know what I mean. And the bulge for the Germans is unfortunately getting smaller and smaller, but don't worry, guys, there's medicine for that. But guys, yes, if you like what you've seen with this particular play, actually, I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. And if you guys want to see more of this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I will not pretend to be a god at this game. In fact, I'm sure there are many other people out there who have incredible insight into this game. I can hopefully get you guys some more of that as we move forward. This Bofors continues to suppress this poor infantry over here to the eastern side. But it is my hope. It is my hope and my plan, ladies and gentlemen. Even as Taylor Swift gets roasted, it is my hope to bring you more of this stuff. So if you'd like to see, please let me know. I'd love to hear feedback from you guys, and I would love to do some more of this for you guys as well. So please let me know in the comments. And as the... Wait, are the Germans mounting a small comeback here? With 7 points left, they can ill afford to lose any victory point. But it looks like they're capping over here at the western side again. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know, as both sides begin to lick their wounds a little bit more, Paul's like, oh, dude, jeez, what's going on over here? My King Tiger's got 2 kills and still manages to get vet 1. I'm not sure how quite that happens, but, you know, that works. That's okay. That's exactly what they need right now. And will they even be able to get this fuel over here? I don't know, but if they do, there might be a half a prayer that they can ride it out for the Sturmtiger. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. This Bofors is still up. This mortar pit is still up, and this forward assembly point is still alive. Now, if I were the Axis player, I admit I am, like I said, not a wonderful player, so I will not pretend to have all the answers. But I would have focused a lot more fire in that forward assembly area, and I think, unfortunately, what happened is that the Brits got a lot
ready and waiting for orders
of indirect fire and just kind of rode that thing to ruin. But as you see right now, Let Me Down Slope brings in a Centaur tank, and I'm not entirely sure if that's the best play at this point. I would have gone for a Cromwell, but considering how things are now, this is like a GG tank. As Joris counter notes right now, and I wonder, does Joris bring in his own? No, he's not. He's going to go with a infantry mass as his troops pick up this western side. In the meantime, the valiant Germans continues over here in the center, getting wrecked by these this Bofors. Again, there's another thing too. If I had had my own particular way, Taylor Swift has definitely just been ramming his head in again and again and again in the central area. He's been getting owned every single time. Excuse me. The King Tiger over here taking a little bit of fire, but he's trying desperately to show that he's more than just king of this tree. But it looks like those British do not care how big that cat is. They are just socking it to him. And with everyone moving in, the Centaur's not going to do a whole lot, dude. Come on, give me a break on that one. And if nothing else, maybe I'll just watch this King Tiger go down bravely. Oof, never mind. It has now been declawed, and there it goes. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the game. The red trunks and the purple trunks have been beaten black and blue. It does not matter if this elephant tank destroyer is in here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the entire map. But one last little FU comes out from Taylor Swift as the elephant comes in. Oof, and another 5-flyer goes down.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And guys, at the end of Fight Night, I appreciate you guys tuning in for this particular episode in our gameplay, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Unfortunately, the guys in this map seem to feel a little bit differently. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. This is Con Ulrich signing off as the victorious Brits go back for maybe a cup of tea, maybe some crumpets. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy.